So I've got some good news, which is I'm back! And I got some bad news. I have not been reading at all for 3 months. First book I read today was a non-fiction book, so I'm feeling non-fiction right now. I have not been filming any booktube videos, which is fair enough because in the first 5 months of the year I read 59 books and I feel like I needed a little bit of a break. So today I actually finished my 60th book, which is Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. I love John Green's non-fiction books. I know that his fiction is so widely loved, but there is something about his non-fiction that is so hopeful but also hurts, you know. But I love the awareness that he brought in this book to tuberculosis and how serious it is. Now, to recap, also the June TBR, which I barely touched, okay? I had a book called How to Honeymoon Alone. That is the book that put me in a reading slump. So I am passing it on to the afterlife. Apparently I can't speak anymore. 3 months away from booktube. No. 2 months away from booktube and I cannot speak. At 37%, I'm calling it quits. Another book that is a pass is Powerful by Lauren Roberts. I started reading this on one of my flights the other day and I was just like, I'm not really interested in this series. Yes, I wanted to do it for an experiment, but am I really invested in a, I don't know, 200 something page book when I'm in a reading slump? No. Should I keep it for later? Possibly, but also no. I'm not interested in reading a series that copies The Hunger Games and all of these popular books. So I'm gonna give this to my sister because I think this is the only book that she does not have yet. Now, Darkly. Now I had Darkly, Kiss the Fae, Beauty of Darkness, Guild, We Used to Live Here, and Dance of Thieves. All of these books I have not touched yet. So because I already started reading We Used to Live Here, I am rolling it over to August. And I have a whole list of books here that I need to choose for my TBR. Will I get to all of them? Probably not. One thing I realized is that I put a lot of pressure into reading all of these books, or at least giving them a chance, because I don't want my journal to be like a bit empty. I did not, to be honest, I was in such a reading slump. I did not open this bullet journal for the past 3 months. Last time I checked in, I think I pre-filmed all of my videos in May, and then the rest of May, June, and July, I did not talk to you guys at all. So it's almost been 3 months. I did not open this journal. I went on vacation. I was working all the time. So I just did not have time, and I used this time to kind of just relax, right? So now I'm back. My TBR is mostly going to be a bit more of a guideline as opposed to you need to read this. So without further ado, let's get into it, okay? I'm gonna get 3 prompts. One, the first prompt is audiobook under 10 hours long. Looking good. I'm really happy with that. Next one, sorry, I just pulled it out. I forgot to show you. Next one is witches. And the last one, I guess we are doing is this one. Under 400 pages. To be more specific, 200 to 400 pages. These prompts are being really nice to me. I'm really happy right now. So right off the bat, we have audiobook under 10 hours. And I already know I'm going to be reading Nothing to Fear by Julie McFadden. She is a TikTok nurse, a nurse that posts on TikTok sharing her experience with death and people crossing over and how it makes the life worth living, you know, and how it shouldn't be something that we should fear. So this also, spoiler alert, is going to fill out my low priority TBR because I have all of these books on my low priority that I would never get to them unless I actually took the time to prioritize them. So I'm doing it this time. Every month I try to choose one book for my low priority TBR, and this month it's going to be this. Sometimes I read more, so I'm going to be a bit counterproductive, and instead of using books from all of my other TBRs like To Read or Unhaul or Wishful TBR, I'm just going to go a little bit further away. That means that I will have more books on this month's TBR than I should have if I was smarter, but I am just going with my gut. And so for under 400 pages, I really want to sit down and read something fun, and that is Dr. Dale's Zombie Dictionary, the A to Z Guide to Staying Alive. Now, I bought this at TK Maxx just for no reason, and look, it has like, I don't know, drawings and stuff, and it seems like a fun read. Maybe I will learn something from this. I just want something fun, something non-serious, non-fantasy, like just need something that doesn't require brain power because I'm working so much. So I think this will be also fun to read on the plane. And then for witches, I've decided I'm going with Unhaul by Rachel Hawkins. Now this I've read over 10 years ago, I think. And wow, like I remember first time reading it. This book trilogy kind of ruined me, and I've wanted to reread it, go back and reread it for so long, and I've never had the chance to go. I even gave this trilogy to my sister at one point, and now I've asked her if I can borrow it and reread it, and if I like it, I will keep it because I bought it. But I don't know, maybe I'll keep it, maybe I won't. But I'm excited to dive in and just read. I think it's about this girl, what's her name? Oh my god, it was 10 years ago. Sophie Mercer. She got outed as a witch amongst like mortals, whatever. Like one of her spells backfired or something, and then she gets sent to a boarding school, and I think she falls in love or meets this guy, but this guy is not somebody that she should be falling for. And then there's also this other guy which I wanted her to be with. I don't know who she ends up in the end with, but I guess I'm gonna get my heart broken again, because I know there was an ending to the series. I just don't remember what it was. A little bit counterproductive. I could have chosen from my other series, but now I'm starting a new series and all that. But as long as I'm reading, there's progress. So for my summer TBR, I think I already mentioned I'm going to be reading We Used to Live Here. Because I've already started it, I want to maybe finish it or at least give it a chance. For my read or unhaul, now this is tricky. There are 3 books that I have to read by the end of the year, or I have to unhaul them. This is tricky because 2 are fantasy, which I'm not really in the mood right now. One is The Beauty of Darkness, which I had on my TBR last month, or 2 months ago, I don't know, in June. And I did not get the chance to read it. It's also really massive, so I don't think I'm gonna go for this one. We have Iron Widow, which I really want to get to by the end of the year because I really don't want to unhaul this, right? But it's also fantasy. So that only leaves me. Also, I don't know, how hard is it to follow the world? Is it like really complicated or not? Whoever has read this book, can you please tell me in the comments? Because I am a bit scared of it. Because to be fair, The Beauty of Darkness is, well, the first book. The Heart of Betrayal, it does lead you into the world, but the more you read the series, it does get a bit complicated with the world and with the Song of Venda and all of that. So I don't know. So basically, because those 2 books I'm not reading because they're fantasy, that leaves me with The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be an unhaul because I outgrew Morgan Matson's books. But you never know. So many times I've been surprised by books that I thought I was gonna DNF. So I'm gonna give it a chance and see what's up. Do I know what it's about? No, I bought this over 10 years ago. I think it was in 2014 or right when it came out, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. It's been a while. I've had this book for years, so I might as well read it. It's absolutely massive. But you know what? There's a reason why I bought all Morgan Matson's books. Well, almost all of them. Because at some point I really love the summery books, and it's summer, so why not? All right, Wishful TBR. Lovely. We only have 1 book left from my Wishful TBR. And then we're done, and then I get to make another Wishful TBR. How exciting! So if you don't know, my Wishful TBR is basically, I made a video a few months ago or at the beginning of the year of all the books that I wish to get to in the year 2025. I don't know if I will, but these are the books that I wish to read. There's no pressure because unlike the 2025 to read or unhaul, I don't have to get to them, but it would be lovely. These are the books that I do want to read. And I put this book on this TBR. There's just, when I got it, I was so excited for it, but now, the mood has passed a little bit, okay? That is Compass and Blade by Rachel Greenlaw. I love the cover of this book. It is stunning, but I don't know what it is. Maybe because I haven't heard people talk about it, I think that may be it. I just need to dive into it, to be honest. That's it. I'm just being stupid. Making a problem where there is none, you know? But once I finish this book, I will get you the Wishful TBR part 2. Now, to finish series, I'm just telling you right now, I'm not choosing Throne of Glass. I am currently on Tower of Dawn, and this is the only book series I have in physical that I haven't finished yet. The other ones I have to reread. So we're not reading in physical. But I know what I want, I think. I could be choosing Beauty of Darkness, you know, killing two birds with one stone, read or Unhaul and finish series. But no, I'm not smart. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reading, I have two options, either My Dead World 3, which is about a zombie apocalypse, or Murderbot Diaries. I think I'm now on Network Effect. Yeah, one of these. Reread series, lovely. So if I'm going off of my video of the series I want to reread in 2025, I have three options. One of them is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas. I'm not going to be reading this one. It's one of my favorite books, but I want to read it when I have time, when I'm not working, when I can breathe. So a little bit later, maybe in autumn. Then I have Star-Crossed by Josephine Angelini, or the second book, The Wicked King by Holly Black. Now I was gonna go for this one because also it's short and it's my favorite because in this series. But I also love this series and I really want to read about Greek mythology. So I'm going to be letting, I think, Instagram choose. I think I'm leaning more towards this one right now, which is, I did not expect that, to be honest. I thought I was going to be choosing The Wicked King. But maybe Star-Crossed? We shall see. My battery is gonna die, so okay, I think I've decided I'm going to go for Star-Crossed. So to recap, I'm going to be reading Star-Crossed by Josephine Angelini in August, Hex Hall by Rachel Hawkins, Compass and Blade by Rachel Greenlaw, Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson, Dr. Dale's Zombie Dictionary, the A to Z Guide to Staying Alive, We Used to Live Here by Marcus Cleaver, and Nothing to Fear by Julie McFadden, The Network Effect by Martha Wells. And I think that's it. This is my total August TBR. I'm excited. It's not too bad, is it? Nah, I'm good. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a lovely day and I will see ya next time. Pray for me.